ksirik usich. Anya pchugit Elizabeth Ortega mamajat kahwahwek. And this stuff, usually we come out like 6 in the morning or 5 in the morning before it gets hot. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to collect takwi. So if you're interested in learning how to pick takwi and making baskets, this is something that you can do while you're on lockdown. And behind me, as you can see, this is the takwi. And I tell a lot of people that when you pick it, you put your hands between here in these thorns, and then when you find the center cone, let me put my hand this way. When you put your hand in the center cone right here where it's long, you grab it, and then you go twist it back and forth. And then this is what you're collecting, is the center. I usually go like this and take out the short ones. But if you want to keep the long ones, the little short ones, these will be really good for starters. A lot of people use the little ones to start their baby baskets, the little starters, or they can teach other young girls how to pick the takwi and how to make baskets. But these are the supplies that you use. You can see that's how the takwi looks like. Okay. The takwi, I forgot to tell you in the beginning that right now is a good season to start picking it before the monsoon comes in. Today is the monsoon season, so you get it before the rain comes. And the reason why is that it's hot, stoño, and you usually try and collect as much as you can. People use 10-gallon buckets or bags to stick your takwi in there and collect them. But for me, I usually just gather them by hand like this, and then I tie them. So what I'm going to show you is how you're going to tie it. So you put your takwi down, and then you get the middle one. If you didn't bring any strings, sometimes people bring their own strings, and what I usually do is split it in the middle, and then you're going to pull the takwi. Like that. And then when you get your takwi and you want to bundle it up, you lift it up like this, make sure it's even, and then you're going to tie the top one first with the takwi. It's okay if it falls out because you're going to do the bottom one too. Then you grab the other ones. So wherever you're collecting, you can just put bundles and put it underneath a bush or something, and then you can pick them up when you're finished gathering them, and then you collect it at your house. Take them in your car. And that's how you bundle the takwi.
Go for it.
So how you clean these, because I don't know if a lot of people know how to clean them, but when you see the takwi, you see the white edges in there. And when you look at the white edges, you gotta cut it using an owl. And the reason why you have to trim it a little bit is because of you gotta let that water moisture get out of there when you dry it. So what I do is I get my owich, and some of these are pretty wide, so I get it and I put it in the middle or in the side, depends how big you want your baskets to be. I usually use 4 or 5. Yeah, I might as well. And then what you do is you just pull one side, then you grab the other one, and then you clean it. And then what you do is you just take the rest of the other sides off. These little white hairs, they call them hairs. You can clean them while you're collecting, or you can take it home and clean them over there. And then you just take these ones, and you can get rid of them. It's a big mess, but a lot of people save the white ones right here, the mo. They call it the mo. And what they do is they fold it up like this when they have a big old cleaning, and they tie it up and they make a brush out of this to clean your comal or your grill that you're doing. And then all of these that are ready, what you do is when you take it home, make sure you take off all the hairs off the yucca, and then you can place them on the ground. Make sure the ground is dry and not wet, because if it's wet, the takwi will get rotten, spoiled. So how you do it is when you go outside to dry them, you put them down and then you lay it out like this and let the sun bleach it. Sometimes takwi will take like a week or two for it to dry, but this is something that your community members can learn how to collect and clean takwi. There's a lot of elders that cannot go out here and collect the takwi and clean them. But if you're willing to learn this is something simple that you can do for finance. And we do have we still have a lot of community members that still make baskets. And the longer the takwi is sometimes they use them for the long stitches, the big baskets, and the little ones that you see, the little ones, you can use those for shorts. Like if you're making squash blossom or man in a maze, that's the time when you use the little ones. So there's different sizes that when you dry them, you separate them, and then when you start with your baskets, that's how you make them.